Welcome to another episode of At the Bar with Podcast. Today, sitting in the guest seat is Jean. She's going to be hanging out with us at the pub. And Patrick, how are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm out here in California, and I'm going to start off with... Huh?
We don't want to hear how warm it is.
Jesus.
I know you can rub it in.
Yeah, no, it's not actually very warm for out here. It's only like 75.
Oh.
I know it sucks.
I know.
Really?
But it was kind of windy. It's cold and windy, and we had some rain last week.
Okay.
We're getting rain again this next week.
Patrick, just so you know, yesterday was 80 degrees here. Today, it's 44.
No, it's 32.
Yeah, I saw that.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it was like actually, you know, when
It hailed.
It hailed today.
I rode my motorcycle yesterday
crazy.
with shorts on. I rode my motorcycle yesterday with shorts on.
Oh my God.
And I thought about riding my motorcycle to work today. I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah.
So Patrick, do you wear shorts on your bike? Or are you like
well, I used to, and so here's the deal. I actually went to Kohl's today to get some jeans because as a younger man I did, and now I'm an older man, and I'm like, that was stupid. And plus, I'm in California, man. If the fucking Mongols or Hell's Angels roll up on me, they're gonna probably just kick me while they're riding, and I'm gonna go fumbling off into the ditch. But so I went to go get jeans today, and then I was like, some shirts like in the regular section, I'm like a 2X, or I can go to the big and tall section where I'm a smaller 3X. And so I was just kind of looking through shirts, and I come across this rack, and it's got Nike gear on it, and it's like for 3X, 4X, double T, 5X, I think even a 6X, and it's Nike, and it's got Just Do It on there. And I was thinking, like, for a 6X, what? Just do what? Go get seconds? Like, what are we,
You can
just
double
do
it.
a 45-minute dump every morning? Like, what are you talking about? Just do it on a 450-pound guy.
You can double it as a tent.
you go home now. You've been here for an hour. You've been here
Just
for
do
an hour.
it. Try a salad. Just do it.
The buffet.
The buffet, yeah.
No, I kind of I did that as a mental note. Like, I got to tell that as a joke somewhere. And it's, hey, perfect. How about that? But actually, I found a couple of pair of jeans I like too, which is actually rare because, trying on jeans sucks, does it not? I mean,
It's
one
terrible.
Yeah.
I see you wearing.
They're tight in the crotch.
I see you wearing camel pants, like military.
Yeah, I can probably see
I
that,
see that.
Patrick. Jean,
Or Zubas.
Yeah, Jean,
Oh,
she
no.
wears camo all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, and her favorite is pink camo.
Oh yeah.
But-
Gotta have pink camel.
Yeah.
No, don't mistake that for camel toe.
Yeah.
No.
I can see Patrick wearing Zubas.
No, I used to wear those like cargo camouflage pants and the shorts, and I mean, maybe I'll get back into that. I'm going through my midlife crisis right now,
The
so
zebra.
anything goes.
Just please do make sure that your legs are tan before you put those on.
Yeah, well, I mean,
California. I mean,
I'll be doing the pool routine by mid-May.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're not in Minnesota anymore, where
Yeah.
every Minnesotan wears when they wear shorts in the summertime or,
I had
or
a
in the
neighbor
spring.
that wore zebra black and white print Zuba pants.
Oh God.
oh my God. Well, and it's weird because, Jean was watching QVC and they were selling jeans, and these jeans were like, they look great in the waist, and then all the way down, they're back down to bell bottoms. It's like,
Like major.
no. No.
Yeah.
No.
Fashion's coming around full circle.
So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I've seen some boot cuts on some of the kids
Oh, God.
nowadays.
That probably started in California.
Well, it started out with the
Everything
skinny
does.
jean, the skinny jean guy that how do you get your feet through a hole like that? It's like, yeah, because you don't work out. So, but,
Yeah.
So what are you drinking over there?
Oh, okay. Well, I'm actually having an Arnie Schwarzenegger, which is
Like an Arnie Palmer.
Arnie Palmer. Yes, that's what it's called.
Oh, for a minute there, I thought it was a lemonade and iced tea with steroids.
Yeah.
With a side of nanny.
Yeah, with a side of nanny.
Yeah. No, it's an Arnie Palmer. I love that. It's a good summer drink. So when I do go ride on my motorcycle, the cool thing is you stop at a cool bar or a cool place and you have lunch, and Arnie Palmer is the drink when you're on your bike. So
Oh, that's true.
You got the hat with the straws.
Yeah.
Patrick,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
do you have a wind visor thing for yours, or do you have music on your bike?
I got a visor, but I didn't think I'd like it. I was like, as soon as I get this home, I'm taking this motherfucking thing off. I got home and I was like, God, I love this thing. That's awesome.
It changed a lot. You can hear.
Yeah, the
wind.
aerodynamics
Yep.
behind it. Yeah, the wind doesn't. When I had no visor, I used to actually put earplugs in, like the concert ones. But yeah, it took a couple of bugs instead to my face.
To your open mouth, right on the tooth, probably.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm 54. Who am I fooling? Just look the part. So yeah, I do have the windshield. It is staying up. It needs cleaning though.
Nah. So, Gene, what are you drinking?
Vino.
Guess what I have right here for you.
Look at that.
I got a Patrick.
They should do that at the bar too.
Yeah.
Just like, as soon as Gene walks up,
And then
they should just go.
They did at the Iron Horse.
yeah, they did. Back in the Iron Horse, they had
They
had
named a
that
drink
shot,
after me, and it was complete opposite of the person I was.
Yeah. I quit going to bars when I walk in and they grab you beer. It's like I'm going here too much.
Oh, way too much.
Yeah, I'm going your way.
But at this bar, we have what you normally drink, Mr. Hams, in a koozie.
I might go back to. I don't know. I my taste buds aren't what they used to be, so it really doesn't matter. High Life was my drink before for a long time.
Oh, I used to like Miller High Life. Back in college, I drank High Life. We would get the Miller High Life returnable case for like I think it was $3.99 back then. $3.99 for a case of High Life, and right now it's about how much it would cost for maybe 3/4 of a beer of High Life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, if I quit permanently drinking, I'll just drink High Life because
it's the same thing, right?
It is. I swear, to God, I had one recently, and I think it's like I guess I've never had a Michelob Ultra either, but I'm guessing that's what it tastes like because it was okay. If it's a hot sunny day, great. But it's like I'm like an ABV snob, man. I want my beers to have some little punch, to them,
bite to it. It's like,
but that's like 3.7% or something. Miller.
I always wondered when I was young why old people drink whiskey and smoke cigars. And now that
they were cool.
because their taste buds, everybody's taste buds go, right? they have no taste buds left, so there's like, I need something.
I don't want
to
drink a 6-pack anymore. It's just like, no, I want 2 small glasses of this, and I'll be on my way.
Yeah,
thank you.
I have a T-shirt idea for you, Patrick.
Oh, okay.
On the back, it can say, "If you can read this, the bitch fell off."
I've seen those before. Yeah,
that's funny. And of course, we're having a little bit of an orange festival over here. So put them up, Patrick.
Clank.
Jealousy will get you nowhere, Patrick.
That's true.
Cheers.
It's delicious.
I don't. Jameson, there must be like liquid heroin in Jameson Orange because it is so good. And I mean,
okay, so let's compare to that one.
I even have like the cold brew. This is great in coffee. But even cold with the Guinness, it's not good as good as the orange. It's just such a great summer, and you can have a whiskey without.
Why would we drink it in the winter?
I don't know why we.
So is there So what is next? Is there going to be a Jameson lemon, or a lime, or a Jameson yet? Is there a Jameson blueberry?
Yeah,
what are the different flavors? I'd like to try.
They have Jameson avocado and Jameson jalapeno out here in California.
No doubt. Seriously? No, that's sacrilege. That's I don't even know why I even entertained that thought.
Truly?
Well, what's funny is that the hotness, people are liking the hotness in their sweets now. You ever tasted hot Skittles yet?
Oh yeah,
No.
yeah.
They come in a black package and they have a bite.
Yeah.
Well,
hot tamales.
Right. Online,
you
there's
get hot bunny shit the next day.
True. But online, the new thing is they take a watermelon, they cut a watermelon like a popsicle. And then, the raspberry, tape that the kids get, you wrap that thing all the way around and you get this kind of this hot caramel sauce what's that, taki or something like that, Mexican kind of spice. So you pour
that powder.
Tea or
something like that. And you pour that, and that's like the rage. And there's a guy named Corey B that's on the internet, and And Corey B, he's a comedian, but he's out in New York with his girlfriend or wife and kid and stuff. But he would do viral videos getting these recipes from the internet and then being kind of a goofy, doofy guy, making them, and whether they're good or not. He's eating, he's like, I don't know how this tastes like this. He's like going, what sorcery is this? You know, because you look at it, I'm like, that's got to be the nastiest thing I've ever seen someone do.
It's like a chocolate cake shot. You know what like a chocolate cake shot? Have you ever had that or know of it, Brett?
Yeah.
It's like some sort of liqueur, a lemon liqueur or something, another clear, and then you chase it with a sugared lemon or something. So
right.
You drink and then you put the lemon in, and the sugar interacts with the alcohol, and it literally tastes like chocolate cake.
So it blows out your butthole. What about Fireball?
Well,
Cinnamon whiskey.
Yeah, the Fireball has been kind of the bigger thing.
A lot of people drink that.
I remember like back in the day, though. I'm so old now that, and you are, and Patrick's, we all are. But I remember back in the day, it was Goldschlager was the cinnamon, but that was 109 proof. I mean, you would have one of those, and you're like, you were done.
Back then we weren't, but nowadays
you couldn't drink it because you'd have 4 or 5 beers, you're feeling good, and someone bring over the Goldschlager, and then everybody was passed out on the floor. I mean, it was over in minutes. It's like, wait, you did that when you wanted to leave.
Speaking of shots, I wanted to bring something up really quick. Wasn't there a lawsuit that was just settled with a cruise, and the woman that drank like 14 shots or something like that? Do you know anything about that, Patrick? Have you heard about that?
I didn't hear about that.
Do you hear about that?
Sounds like a regular Carnival cruise, though, if you ask me.
Oh, absolutely.
What was that?
That's a Tuesday at some of the bars around here, especially up north.
Gosh, I remember when I used to be able to drink so much.
Speaking
of it's
Goldschlager and old shots, like Jägermeister, I think is trying to make a comeback because I've suddenly seen Jägermeister commercials on TV, and they're like, "It's got to be cold." And I'm just thinking back to when, like, oh shit, I remember pulling the bottle of Jäg out of the freezer.
Yep.
Well, remember when I worked at TGI Fridays downtown, Patrick? We had the Jaeger machine that had 3 bottles upside down. And it would serve it ice cold. I mean, super ice cold. And then you'd put it in an ice cold chilled glass. And, everybody loved that stuff. And then there was the Jaeger bombs with
Jaeger bombs
with Red Bull.
Drop it into Red Bull. That's right.
Oh, my God. I don't even know how I lived through the 90s.
So this was on the New York Times, and a woman who drank 15 tequila shots on Carnival Cruise gets $300,000 in damages. Because she got so drunk, she fell and injured herself, set in a lawsuit. And the bartenders had to be negligent for serving her while she was visibly intoxicated.
So she got drunk and then sued him.
She got drunk. They overserved her, and she fell, and they got sued for negligence.
Well, that's like what happened to TGI Fridays in New York. Years and years ago, this gal, it was up at the bar and they kept serving her. She was a regular, and she came in drunk. She was at a different bar, came into Fridays, and they finished her off, and she got in her car, and, I don't know why this kid was out. This kid was out at midnight, 10 or 12-year-old kid, midnight, on his bike without a light or a reflector, and it was dark, and she was hammered, and he rode his bike in front of her, and she hit him, ran him over, killed him, and she had no idea that she hit the kid. Wow. I had no idea she was so drunk. And then, drove her car home, and the next day she's like, what the hell did I hit? And then it was all over the news.
Wasn't that here?
But no,
remember that one that happened
that.
here? Yeah, that happened on a ramp, and it was
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Big known.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that was Joe Sensor.
Wife.
Joe Sensor's wife. Yeah, she was on 35W
Mm-hmm.
coming up to Riverside in downtown, and this guy had his car pulled over, and he got out of his car, shut the door, but he was on that freeway side, and she.
Then here's another story. There was another story in the news that I just saw that a man and a woman were jogging, and a guy saw the woman that was wearing a vest, but didn't see her husband, and hit and killed her. And the driver that hit and killed this guy is suing the wife for psychological damages.
What?
Yeah.
Because he wasn't wearing a.
No, because
How?
because he's traumatized now.
The guy that
Are you
did the
serious?
killing
Yes.
is traumatized for the
Yes.
killing and
Yep.
blaming it on the wife because the husband
Wasn't wearing a vest.
wasn't-
And
oh my God, we're just
I know.
I don't know how crazy it is out there, Patrick, but around here, people have lost their freaking minds.
Everybody
I mean,
has lost their minds.
What
No,
was that
you're-
purple stuff we drank?
that's what?
No,
That
you're on.
purple-
Are you just talking about lost their minds as far as crime goes?
No, I mean
Everything.
like lost their minds on
In
how
general.
people in general, you got a guy that, I read a story. This guy was breaking into a house and he came in and he's armed and the owner was armed and shot him, and he sued the guy because he didn't give him enough time to go back out the window that he was coming in, even though he had a gun in his hand. So he was suing the homeowner for shooting him. It's like,
Oh, okay.
how?
I'm gonna change the subject. What was that purple stuff?
Well, no, I was going to say it is getting crazy around here too. I don't know what, but I have an app which kind of like AI logs the calls that have come in and what the dispatcher says. So
Oh yeah.
you can see like what hour, how many hours ago, the time of the call, and then also how far away it is. So here's one 2 hours ago, 0.7 miles away from my house. This is my neighborhood. People reportedly hitting others on North Park Drive. Here's one from yesterday. This is not my neighborhood now. Person shot at residence on Athena Avenue. High-speed pursuit northbound on freeway near UC Davis. Person steals items and tries to fight gas station clerk. I mean,
Jesus.
it just goes on and on.
I know. It's crazy. So here's that one. Here it is. It says, in Nebraska, it was this Nebraska driver who fatally struck a jogger in August 2025 is now suing the deceased man's estate for at least $50,000, citing severe PTSD, medical cost, and lost income.
Oh my God.
Well,
And that's like what Gene was saying. There, we used to get this purple alcohol, this jar, and it came from Germany, and it was called. They had Venom, Poison, and there was another one. So Venom was a raspberry schnapps.
Mm-hmm.
Poison was a blackberry schnapps, and there was an apple schnapps. But this stuff was like 110 proof. But you would drink that, and I don't know what was in it, but it made you goofy. Like I'm not kidding. It's almost like absinthe, kind of like that when you do it, and people do really weird stuff when they're on different kinds of alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
Really?
well, no, I mean, yeah. Drunk is drunk,
Jägermeister?
but you get people that's never drank Jägermeister and put it, Red Bull with it, and they're doing these Jaeger bombs.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, you see the eyes glass over, and you're like, fudge.
And when I was stationed in Germany as an MP, Jack Daniels was bad, and we'd always have to go to fights and domestic disturbances, and almost every single time somebody's drinking whiskey or Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
And so one of my buddies, there's an MP, his roommate borrowed a Mercedes that he rented. So he had a Mercedes. So buddy borrowed it, and we had to pull him over and arrest him and give him a DWI because he was drunk, and he stole the car. He stole it. We're oh man.
On the base?
No, it was off base.
Off
He
base?
took off base, yeah.
Oh.
I know. And we're like, dude,
Well.
you gotta stop, man. And we've had to bust a couple of our friends fighting because of Jack Daniels, and we were young, and it was funny because back then, well, Germany doesn't have a drinking age. Here it does. You met the grandfather clause, correct?
Yeah.
Did you meet that?
Oh yeah.
Did you meet it? Grandfather?
Jean didn't. She was
No, but that didn't stop me.
That didn't stop me. Yeah.
Well, for me, I was
19.
18. I was
Yeah.
18 years old, and I got grandfathered in at 19. But
Yep.
no, they didn't really care as long as you were not in high school. And one of my buddies, I got a fake ID from him.
Mhm.
It was just this fake ID, and I'm not kidding. The guy looked just like me, and it was back in the day where the Minnesota driver's licenses had the embossed,
Yep, with
stuff.
the maroon on the top.
And this guy looked exactly like me with long hair and stuff, but his name was, and I remember this, Melvin Harrell, Hairl the third. And he lived in, and I'm like I'm looking at him like, no, I'm not using this ID. And my buddy's like, why? I mean, you're going to get in, period. I'm like, there's no way anyone's going to believe that that's a real name. There's no way. I mean, and
it's fake just off the name.
This predates McLovin. Okay.
Right.
Melvin Harold III. I go, there's not a bouncer that's going to believe it. Just try it. Like we're going to do anything. And right away, go to the red carpet. The first bouncer looks at it. He goes, seriously, that's your name? And I'm like, I fucking knew it. And I'm like, yes, that's my name. He goes, then how do you spell your middle name? I'm like, hair with an ul at the end. The guy goes, hands it back to me. He goes, there's no way this is fake. No, I mean, I walked. And then it was funny because I used it so often that when I did turn 19, the bouncers, I became friends with the bouncers, and they always called me Mel or Melvin. And it's like, yeah, my name's really not that. It's Brett. And they're like, oh, bullshit. Whatever, Melvin. And
it could have been Phil McCracken.
and that probably would have been better. But yeah, Melvin Harold III, and the bouncers called me that in my entire career in college. And even though when I told them my real name, it's Melvin. It is now Melvin. Sorry, pal. So
yeah,
old bar stories. Patrick, come on, pull them out, man.
Oh, I don't know. I never had a fake ID, but
you got some great bar stories. I know you.
Oh
do.
Boy.
We know you do.
Yeah.
We know you do. Spiking
no.
Viking. Or none that you can tell.
Well, he's got a lot of those Edge Fest,
yeah.
X Fest stories that are.
So, Patrick,
incredible.
did you work the big? Okay, when I worked at for Rich at Waterworks,
yeah,
did you do the big? What was it like? At those, we had a big thing outside. Remember the big tent? Not the tent, but the big stage. And we had.
Yeah, no, I never did that.
Never did that.
No.
Okay.
No. Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. I partied like the guy in the 2000s
rock star?
would. Like that's my bar story.
I
Just all
I
part.
don't know. I partied.
We had.
Are you kidding
We
me?
had so much fun.
I mean, when I hung out with Patrick, there were times, especially at like X Fest and stuff, where we could have easily turned it into one of those teen movies.
Oh, sure.
Easily. And it would have
what?
worked just fine. Yeah.
Oh, like a teen movie. Like what are you talking about? Like
Teen Wolf.
like Porky's.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Like something like that. You know,
Porky's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe
like some sort of 90s 90s movie where.
They should bring back Porky's and American Pie and redo them. Do you think so?
Yeah, well, Porky. Well, you know what?
Wasn't there a Porky's too?
There's a Porky's 2 and a Porky's 3.
What about Fast Times at Ridgemount High?
Yeah, Fast Times.
Yeah,
But those movies.
I don't know. Jeff Spicoli. I don't think you can outdo Jeff Spicoli.
Oh God, no. But the thing is, they
Mr.
were.
Head.
Yeah, there was a group that they took all these 80s and 90s movies, early 2000 movies that had all that, really raging hormone, kids doing stupid shit, and showed them to the woke, crowd now.
Oh,
and
God.
the kids were, I was reading it, and the kids were horrified. They were like, you can't, this was a
Yep.
movie. How is this a movie?
Show him Archie Bunker
Oh my, yeah.
or Jeffersons.
Oh, yep.
What about when my daughter turns 14? I'll let her watch Blazing Saddles.
Oh my God.
That's got to be the worst
Oh,
of the worst right there. dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was one of the worst movies that we watched back then? That was just like so.
The Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Rocky
That was
Horror
good.
Picture Show was
they still,
actually
they still
good.
actually show it still.
But I mean, like something that was so, audacious that people would be like, oh my God.
Well, just even the sitcoms. Well, Archie Bunker and
Yeah.
Bunker and Jeffersons. That was so funny. Those things and then Sanford and Sons.
My grandmother loved the Jeffersons.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
The Jeffersons.
But in some of them, there was European, not Vacation, but European something or other. And Matt Damon was in the movie. And he played this punk singer.
Euro Trip.
Euro Trip. That was it.
Yeah.
And so he
Scotty
plays
doesn't know.
And Scotty doesn't know. I mean, the lyrics to that are just so offensive. And it's absolutely hilarious. I mean, I watched that movie and it's like, you got to have a sense of humor about it. But, kids nowadays, I mean, especially with Gen Z, they literally don't have that kind of sense of humor. I mean, it's not even there.
What about the National Lampoon movie?
Oh yeah. Oh, like Animal House.
Oh, we had Animal House. My dad bought. Okay, so when I lived in Okinawa in 1979, and my dad worked on base, so he got all the new tech, right? So when we came back, he got the new Apple IIe computer. That's when we got back from Japan. But when we were there, he got the Sony Betamax.
Oh,
Sony Betamax had the little tapes.
Yep.
The movies that he got were Animal House, Jackie Chan, The Drunken Monkey, and
oh my God,
Tiger's Eye.
Oh my God, that's
and
a
what
great
was the
movie.
other one? There's a couple more that he got, but I watched Animal House
Caddyshack.
so many times.
Yeah.
I memorized the whole movie.
But yeah, like Gene's right, like Caddyshack.
Bad.
Back in the day, Caddyshack was awesome. But I mean, nowadays, if you did a remake, people would be like,
I know.
What about Booger on Revenge of the
Revenge of the Nerds. Yeah, Gene,
yeah.
like that would totally, when they put the little hogs, the pigs.
when he belched.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, speaking of, the movies that you've memorized, I watched 16 Candles so many times.
I love that.
Oh, that was great.
Because it was always on, like we had, I think, HBO or Cinemax or Showtime, one of the movie channels, and it was always on at like 4 o'clock when I get home from school, and I would just watch it every freaking day.
I know.
And it's funny because especially in that movie, the Asian kid that, he's got a black eye, and then like the boyfriend shows up. He goes, "Oh no, don't hit me!" And he goes, "Well, you grabbed me in the balls because I thought you were my American girlfriend."
What was his famous line?
No more Yankee my wanky.
No
the
more
donger need food.
I mean, the greatest one-liner came out of those movies, and even some of the greatest one-liners, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, "I'll be back."
Yeah.
The number one most said one-liner from a movie.
But how many times I want to say when I'm teaching school and I'm teaching young kids, boys have a penis and girls have a vagina.
Oh yeah, that's another
kindergarten cop.
Yeah, kindergarten cop.
I was like, no, I better not say that. Somebody will get offended. I'll get fired.
There's an Instagrammer, or maybe she's a YouTuber in a what's it, TikTok too. But her name, her call sign on Instagram is It's Bexy Bex. ITSBEXX, and she's a very proper looking English girl.
Mm-hmm.
And what she does is takes gangster rap and inappropriate raps and also inappropriate scenes from movies, and she repeats the lyrics. So she'll be doing Eazy-E, but she just did Scotty Doesn't Know.
Oh my God.
And it came out yesterday. So I'm just going to play a snippet. It's hilarious because her accent and her whole delivery is on point. So here we go.
She tells him she's in church, but she doesn't go. Still, she's on her knees, and Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know her. So don't tell Scotty. Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know. Fiona says she's out shopping, but she's under me, and I'm not stopping. Because Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know. Don't tell Scotty. Scotty doesn't know.
Oh my God, that is awesome.
Is that
Yeah, it goes on.
Oh
and
my
on.
God,
And she's she's
that on
easy
TikTok?
on the eyes too. Here, wait,
Is that
Scotty
on
doesn't know. You can get a big.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's got this properness about her.
Yeah.
And she's.
Is that on
like,
Instagram
oh my
or
gosh.
is that on Instagram?
Instagram?
Instagram.
Yeah. It's Bexy Bex. ITSBEXX, and then it should just populate. But ITSBEX, and then it should be boom because she's getting quite popular. But take a chance. Scroll through and go back to the Eazy-E stuff.
Yeah.
She does like Eminem, and she's like, "I'm gonna put it in your mouth." Just.
Oh
and
my
I
God,
told her
it's
to
funny.
do. I don't know if she saw my comment, but I'm like, you need to do wet ass pee.
Yeah.
By, and she actually did it. So
Did?
there's that too.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. No, so that's my internet find. If you guys are interested.
Oh, I'm totally going to be
She's
looking
great.
at
Yes,
that
I'm
one.
gonna look
It's
at that one
funny.
up, too.
Gina and I found this gal. I'm just scrolling, and she does the faces.
Oh, the ones with the faces.
And she's
There's
like,
eyes.
her
yeah,
name's
the
Man-
eyes go different.
Man and
different-
Matthews or something.
yeah, she's like Australian, I think, and it's
hilarious.
and she's eyes get big, and her eyebrows are doing this while her face is moving. I have no idea.
One eye's going one way
Right,
while the other one's
and
going
I
the other way.
stumbled over it because my little stupid video with my
Yeah.
and it linked up with this one because she does facial stuff, and I'm watching. I'm like, oh my god, this woman is a genius.
She is.
It's hilarious, and she mouths. It'll be some movie or something, and she'll mouth it, or some comedy show, and she'll mouth it in perfect sync.
Yeah.
Just hilarious.
I like the dancers. There's this Asian girl that dances, and she's like a robot. She does all.
Oh, he showed me that.
Yeah, she's a really great. There's a lot of really talented people out there, and it's sad because one thing that I think is sad is because I think this whole thing is just going to be a fad for so many years, and people are getting really, really rich.
Yep.
Just for a second. They're not going to do that for the rest of their life. You can't be,
Well, that's why you invest. And these people don't, I'm sure some of them do. I'm sure some of them do invest in other stuff to keep it going because,
the TikTok thing and the Instagram thing and the Snapchat chain, I just see kids, they're scrolling and it's so addicting. It's hard to, it's like some of the whatever podcast I was watching. He calls his girl. He's like, "You got TikTok brain." He was asking him just straight up questions, and I'm like, you've seen the ones on the street, where they just you ask them who's the first president. I don't know.
I know.
Well, and that's just like we watch Jesse Waters on Fox News because Jesse used to go out and do the same stuff as Johnny does on his show.
Here's Johnny.
And it's like, here's Johnny. And Johnny would go out and he hits the beaches because it's like spring break and he's talks to people.
Good.
And, and it's funny because they'll have a ding, it's wrong, and ding if they do it. And they go through like 4 people before it's ding. And it's like easy. What was President Lincoln's first name? Bob? Adrian? Some, just stuff like that. It's absolutely hilarious.
Name me a continent.
Yeah. It's totally.
What is a continent? I was like, wow.
Did you see that there was a Wheel of Fortune episode where the final puzzle was renting a pedal boat, and they had all of the letters except for the D in pedal, and they were like, "I'd like to solve renting a paddle boat." Okay. The next one, renting a paddle boat. Like by the 4th time, they finally got it. Renting a pedal boat. Bing, 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 bing. It was like,
oh my God.
They literally did it until the like 3rd, 4th person in, because it's 3 people. So I think it was like one guy did it, next person, and then this guy was like, okay, I get it now.
I got it. Oh, finally I got it.
Pedal boat. But paddle is spelled very differently, so it's still stupid.
The best, I think the best game show back in the day had to be the Newlywed Game.
Oh yeah.
Where's the best place? Where's the best place you did?
Where's the
Whoopee?
Where is the
Weirdest-
weirdest place you've done whoopee?
Well, that would be
My butt.
that would be in the butt, Bob.
Some of the answers
that would be
and then the clothes that they wore
Right.
had to be.
Oh, just the plaid leisure
Oh
suits
my
and
gosh.
stuff, which is kind of
the
funny.
hairdos, ladies' hairdos.
Right, which is funny because if you remember the serial killer, the Night Stalker,
Yep.
He was on that.
he was on the
Yes, he
dating
was.
game.
He was on the dating
actually
game.
on the
No,
dating
it
game.
wasn't the Night Stalker. It was the other guy.
That lawyer
Ted
guy.
Bundy. Ted Bundy.
No, it wasn't Ted Bundy. It was.
Okay, but it wasn't Ramirez, because that guy. No, they would not.
No,
let him
not
on.
Ramirez. It
Hold
was.
on,
like,
we got
Yeah.
phones right in
But
front
he
of
was
us.
the Night Stalker.
He was a
Ramirez was the Night Stalker.
Oh yeah,
he was a lawyer
But-
too.
but yeah, and he was creepy to
And he was
start with,
good looking too.
and he won the show, but he was so creepy that the gal that picked him didn't go on the date with him, and luckily, because he probably would have killed her.
Yep.
Once again, I'm right.
Yep.
The dating game in 1978.
I'll call it,
Ted
Rodney.
Bundy appeared on
Oh,
it.
it's Ted Bundy. There was another one though.
Come on.
Well,
There was-
Rodney Alcala,
yeah, that's it. Alcala.
known as the dating game killer, was a
Yep.
prolific serial killer who appeared as a contestant on the dating game in 1978.
Yeah, that was it.
During his murder spree,
Yes,
he
we
won
called
the
her.
episode, but the woman Cheryl Bradshaw declined dating, finding him creepy.
You think?
And another
Yeah,
weird
that
story
was
like
the one.
that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was Ted Bundy, but Debbie Harry from
Blondie.
what's the band?
Blondie, yeah.
She was actually in the car with Bundy. I think it was Ted Bundy or somebody, but she actually like got out and just said, "This is fucking weird. I'm out of here." So she like got out before she got killed. But that's just weird. It's like 1978. What a fun
God.
year.
Well, and that's and the other one was Ashton Kutcher. He was going on a date before he was big, and he went to this girl's house, and he's knocking on the door, and I guess she doesn't want to go on the date, and he leaves. And while he was there knocking on the door, she was being murdered by like her next door neighbor because he was some sort of killer. Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, and look that up. It's just crazy.
So this one, yeah. So Patrick, the night that Blondie's Debbie Harry accepted a lift from serial killer Ted Bundy.
Okay.
Interesting,
Yeah,
yeah.
Ted Bundy. That guy got around.
Oh God, he did.
People just don't even know.
Oh boy.
that's creepy.
Yeah. I mean, and the thing is, and he was like probably not even the worst of the worst. I mean, he was the worst of the worst in terms of how many he killed, but how he did it, he was so smooth. But there was one of the creepiest, craziest guys was Edmund. I forgot his name.
Ed Gein?
No, Edmund Kemper was his name. And this guy, when he was like 15 or 16, just because he wanted to know what it felt like to kill somebody, murdered his grandparents, like murdered them. And instead of
This is a Debbie Downer.
keeping him in, keep him in,
This guy, yeah,
locked up,
Yeah.
they let him out when he was 18, like 3 or 4 years later, and he went from a skinny, 5'10" kid to 6'8".
Yeah, he's huge.
320 pounds. The guy was ginormous, and he loved cops. He wanted to be a cop. And they called him the co-ed killer because he would pick up girls hitchhiking and he'd murder them. But that guy was crazy. It was so crazy that he hated his mom so much, and he hated his grandparents and his mom. He cut his mom's head off and put her on the mantle and was playing darts with her head.
Brett, stop.
No, I'm not kidding. This stuff really happened.
Must have made him eat broccoli.
Yeah, and then he
tenderizing.
called up his mom's best
You guys-
friend, had her over, and
You
yeah, it
guys
was
know anybody
awful.
that's ever killed anybody? Murdered anybody?
Well, I know people that have.
Well, I went to a school with a kid, so all my life I've known all my life, and it was a family, and
You're talking about somebody that you knew that murdered somebody.
Yeah.
Not a victim.
no, he murders. Oh, I know both.
Oh,
I know
yeah.
both, but he after when I went in the military, he murdered 2 senators, I think.
Wow.
Because his name is Jay Johnson. We can look it up. And we grew up together. His sister, I graduated with his sister. Their family is cool. The kids were cool, but
So you hung out with him?
well, he was always a weird kid, and he was just
Yeah,
really
you
always
think?
really odd. And and that was the thing, as a teacher, I see this. Okay, so every rapist, serial killer, bad person that we know that grows up
Yeah.
was a kindergartner, right, in school, or an elementary kid at one time. Is there a possibility of seeing this, right, manifest in the early ages? I've always asked that question. It's like some kids I see, it's like, whoa, there's something going on there, and what is this kid's life going to turn out?
Well,
to
and
be?
that's crazy because when I did my
Hey, I got
master's
one,
degree,
too.
I did it for criminal justice studies and law enforcement, but it was criminal behavior. And I had to do some of the stuff like because it was a psychological track. So I looked at serial killers and terrorists and stuff like that, but focused in on a lot of the serial killers and how the FBI, the Behavioral Sciences Unit, they were able to really kind of focus in on what makes someone do the things they do with all the psychological research. And they would go into these jails and they would talk to every killer out there, and they would talk to them. They would ask them certain questions, and then they would take their answers as almost like an MMPIQ type of deal, but for bad people.
Yep.
And they were able to figure out, the markers of serial killers and markers of mass murderers and, people doing stuff like that. And it was just amazing how they did that. In fact, one of my instructors was part of the behavioral science, the BSU, during that time. And I just found it fascinating, how people think and react. Nowadays, when you take a look at nowadays with the forensic science and chemistry and stuff like that, it's virtually impossible for them to, get away with what they got away with back in the 70s and 80s. But you still have people that are just, have something mental illness wise, where the school shooters and, like the two kids in New York that tried to blow people up at a ice rally and stuff.
Well, you look at Eric Harrison and Dylan Klebold from Columbine, right, and they had a manifesto that talked about they were anti-humanists or something like that. And they did. There's like the humans are going to wreck the planet. We need to exterminate and all that stuff. But my friend in high school that I actually hung out with, he lived across the street. This happened right on Silver Lake Road in New Brighton. Yeah. He was feeding deer in his yard. He would put out deer, and his neighbor that they always had squabbles.
You mean feeding the deer?
Yeah, he was feeding the deer, and his neighbor that they always had squabbles with. They fought all the time. They'd get into fights and arguments and stuff like that. And so the guy's wife got Lyme disease and blamed it on him. And this happened. God, when did this happen? I can't remember how long ago this happened. But yeah, chased him around the house with a shotgun and murdered him and shot his wife. And
jeez.
Yep. And his wife I can't believe that his wife didn't go to jail for that. Was egging the husband on. Kill this guy. And yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Well, crazy is crazy, and it's like, Patrick, where you live is probably the least crazy now, which is crazy in itself.
Yeah, I mean, it's still crazy here. I mean, you just got to stay, it's like anywhere. Just mind your business. Make sure you're aware of your surroundings. Like, the first thing I recognized when I moved to Sacramento was, like back in the day, you just knew you're not going to North Minneapolis, or, nowadays maybe it's certain areas of South Minneapolis. But in Sacramento, it just seems like it's just spread out. Just, it's like just someone just dropped little sprinkles, because there could be a murder like at the grocery store a block and a half from my house. But you never see it, or it's targeted or something. But
they happen all around us all the time.
It's crime. I mean, you just got to keep your doors locked.
And how much were tickets?
Wits about you.
Again to Sacramento.
What's that?
$480.
480.
But what's funny is that it's throughout history and places in the world, this is still the safest time to live.
Yeah, I mean, exactly.
It's like crazy. Can you imagine it back, 300 years ago?
Yeah, I got a hatchet. Well, I got a sword.
Oh, back in the 1800s, being a cowboy having a gun, boom.
Well, yeah, it was what do they call that? Western justice.
Yes, exactly.
Something like that. So,
yeah. No, I like it out here. I mean, there's some really bad places. Like if you go to Oakland or Stockton, they're just they're run down economically, not even there. So, but yeah, I mean, if you work, have a good job and you live in a stable community, it's pretty rare. It's just like if you live in certain areas back there.
Yeah. Well, it does seem like it's getting a little bit more brazen. The young kids are really stealing a lot of cars. You had the Kia boys. I went to work one time and there's a Kia that some kids stole, and they went down the stairs and took out the bike rack, and it was parked, still running when I got to work at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I saw that. There's like 12 to 20 cars stolen every night in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Like
That is
I've seen it
true.
online where they're just printing out the report from the night, and it's like, holy shit! Like
Yeah.
I don't think it's that bad out here at all.
No,
Like,
I mean it's bad because the ages of these
They're 12,
kids
13,
that
14, 15
are
years old.
12, 13,
Yeah.
14, between 12 and 14 is the average age because nothing happens to them.
Nope.
They crash
Yeah.
the car, they do it, they spend a little bit of time in juvie.
Our
and
lovely DA,
there's-
like
yeah, there's
Yeah.
and our Hennepin County Mary Moriarty, who doesn't charge anybody unless you have a badge and a gun, then she'll charge you then for something.
I had a student.
but-
That, I had a student that actually gave a gun to 2 young kids to go rough up baby daddy, and they went up there, and he was in the bathroom, and she answered the door, and they beat her, and shot and killed her. He jumped out the window. And they were underage. They were 17 and 16 at the time, and he was like 18 or 19, maybe 20. He got life.
Yeah.
Because he gave them the gun, and he didn't even go up there. He was in the car. So he got life, and the kids, one was they were going to let him go. One of the kids go. That the other kid that did the shooting, one kid did the shooting, got time, but they're going to let the other one go. And Ellison stepped in. Moriarty was going to let him go, and Ellison said no.
had it. Yeah,
He had to
I
intervene
remember
that.
Yeah. I mean, it's just things are different nowadays.
The judicial system is.
There's got to be, and I get it. I mean, there's so many people going to jail that
There's
when
something
they
else
say-
that's got to be done.
when they talk about overcrowding, but it's like it goes back to not having full family function when you're having kids
Right.
having kids.
Yep.
This is what you have because you don't have structure and a family and family
Parenting,
dynamic,
schooling,
right?
all the stuff that we should be getting.
And when we grow up, especially in our age group, Gen X, you didn't see too many one family, one parent units in a family. It was also always the family. You did have divorce, but then people would remarry.
They'd trade.
They would
the
trade.
kids,
They would remarry and stuff like that. So,
But we were on our own though, pretty much. But we had good strict parents. I remember my little Japanese mother chasing me around the house with a big wooden spoon. And,
My mom broke one of those on my ass. True.
we got spankings.
I ran around the kitchen table. She couldn't catch me and got
Oh, my mom was good with a lighter. She'd always look for it. She'd always look for it. She would like go. Whenever I got her mad, she'd go like this. She'd look around. She's like, oh.
It's just funny. It's like Eddie Murphy when he's talking about the shoe.
Yeah.
And you fall put it down the stairs. But that was true. I mean, that's how you got parented. But Gen X is probably the toughest generation we were because I mean we drank out of the garden hose. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And didn't die, rusted.
I was
garden
you know what's
hose
funny is that my mom, when I got to Japan at the first time at 3 years old and my brother was 5, we would go out by ourselves and we went down. So my mom lived on a river that's in Fukuoka, and the river would be high and it would go really, really low. So there was mud and stuff like that. So it was so low that you could go down there, and we saw crabs. First time I saw a crab when I was 3, I remember this pretty clearly too. We go around, and we told her, she's like, don't go down there because the tide could come up or whatever. And but we would just go. We would go everywhere. I was 3. My brother's 5.
Well, yeah, that's like Gene when you were growing up, and at the first house that you were at, you guys were you were gone.
My parents didn't even know where we were.
Yeah.
I mean, if dinner's ready, my dad would go outside and whistle.
Yep.
And then we'd all scatter in and,
Yep.
And everybody, it's the same with me. It's like, and everybody knew what whistle was from what parent. It's like, oh, gotta go, guys. And
I knew my dad's whistle.
Yeah, but they didn't know. They just said.
But what did we go back for? We went back for a family dinner.
That's right.
And everybody sat around dinner. Nobody does that anymore.
Right.
That's the biggest, probably, I don't know. I think that's just the worst thing ever.
Well, but when we were growing up,
Yeah, and
you
we actually
did
had to
not
talk.
you did not miss dinner.
No.
Not unless
No.
you were invited to somebody else's
yes,
dinner.
and you had your
But
permission.
You were, by God, you were at dinner, and that was it.
Yeah.
You know, breakfast, everybody's kind of milling around, lunch milling around, but
so
dinner,
miss that. I so miss family dinner.
right? And it's just it's weird to me now when I talk to people. It's like,
No, what?
what,
Patrick, did you have family dinner?
I did not.
You did not.
Well, you have family dinner now, don't you?
Yes, I do.
You do dinner with the kids, and
Yeah.
you teach them
I
how to
enjoy
cook.
cooking for them, or I'll take them to a new place, or I take them to their favorite place. But yeah. We're always together for that.
okay.
It's gonna be like that in
So,
Tennessee.
but
Yeah.
it was not like it was not around a dinner table. A lot of times it's probably in the in the living room, and you sit on the couch with
Yeah.
your plate and you eat. It's not around a dinner table with all the. My mom would set the table.
Yeah,
Set the table. You had the plates and every forks and everything. And it was funny because my mom never ate. She would cook for us. She would eat sometimes if she cooked something that she liked, but she would only cook for us. And then she'd sit down at the table with us as we ate dinner. And then she'd make her Japanese meals later.
now was
And
was that
because your dad liked the
Right.
American
Oh yeah,
food.
she made all American food, meatloaf.
But-
and, we like the Japanese food too.
I would have
But
been at
was
your
that-
mom's house every day.
was that Japanese culture though, that she would make the food for
Yep.
the family, and the
Oh,
family would eat, and then she would go.
So in Japan, this is kind of funny. When I go to Japan, I go to my cousins, and the girls. There's 3 of them, and my cousin. They're divorced. Her parents are divorced, but they all cook together. It is so funny. It's so weird that you watch them cook. Because like one will be cutting something and she'll walk away to do something else, and another one will come right in and start redoing it. And it was so weird how they harmoniously.
Production line.
It was so harmonious in how they did everything together. And then when we sat down, there's like 100 plates on the table with different things in it, and that's how they ate. They don't eat like we eat. They have these little dishes, little seaweed and little fish and this and that and this and that. We all sit around and we ate.
Yeah.
Right. And so traditional Japanese meals are pretty neat, and they still sit around.
Did you have one of those lazy Susans in the middle of the table? Where you
Sometimes
just
we
spin
did,
it
yeah.
around and then
So
you get a little bit of that.
Yeah, but it's not. You eat little bits of things, and the main thing's the rice. So you eat fish, and
Did you eat it with your hands?
No, chopsticks.
Well,
Always-
some people
That's-
take the
that's
bread and they scoop
That's
it up.
that's different cultures do that. Japanese always eat with their chopsticks. Yep.
Yeah.
I know. I have chopsticks.
Yeah.
Nice ones.
Really nice ones. Spent money on chopsticks, and then
They're
go to-
designer.
we go to a Asian restaurant, and we use the wooden ones instead of the nice ones. So they're nice and balanced and stuff. We're like, zzz, like Mr. Miyagi gets the fly.
Patrick, can you use chopsticks?
Oh yeah, all
Okay.
the time.
Good.
Yeah, I don't even take a fork if they offer. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm
He
not
does
that
the
nerd.
chopsticks
I'm not
on
that
the-
guy.
He does a chopstick.
What's your favorite Japanese food, Patrick?
Oh, I like this. I like the sushi. I like the rolls. I like when they come out with that spicy sashimi stuff too.
Oh,
yeah.
A lot of times it's yellowfin.
Spicy
It's
tuna
like
roll.
spicy yellowfin.
Yep.
Yeah, fillet. Yeah, and then you just
So they now they have a sushi pop. Remember the push-ups, the ice cream pops?
Yeah.
The push-ups.
Mhm.
They have
Where?
they have a sushi pop where the straw you push it up and the sushi.
All right.
the
I
sushi
got
roll
it.
comes out.
Where's that?
I gotta put the brakes on that. There's some things that are just not.
Oh,
No.
it looks super good.
Oh, I'm
No.
sign me up. I'll do
No.
it.
And
But
the straw is filled with soy sauce. And you go like this, and then you pour it on. I'm serious.
Where's that?
Look up sushi pop.
Oh my God. Now we would go to the local sushi bar in town here in Roseville and
Osaka.
Osaka, and they would have the white tiger roll
Oh.
and the dragon roll, and we get that, and it's just, oh my God, I would eat that up, and
And the
I would
tip-
get so full I could barely walk out of the place.
Yeah.
But
And then you're hungry in an hour.
then in an
Yeah.
hour I'm like,
and the tempura.
So all this is Americanized. It's kind of
Yep.
funny because when my cousins came here, I brought them to Wakame.
yeah, and I used to go to Wakame.
Yeah, we got them, the different rolls, and they were pretty amazed.
Yeah.
The avocado roll with the avocado on the outside and everything, or the caterpillar roll, and they
Oh.
really liked it. They were really impressed. So, but in Japan, obviously the sushi, the
Yeah.
fish is so amazing. One of the coolest places I went, my cousin brought me, and we walked in. It was a fish market, and you walk in, and they had different pools and different tanks and stuff like that filled because you just get everything fresh. And then we walked into this back place that had these big round cement pools with squid in it. Right. Then we go into our little room, which had the soji doors. You open them up and you sit in there. It was really neat inside. They're small, 2 to 4 people fit in there. And we sat in, and I got this on I'll show you guys this later, but we got just the delicacy there was the squid, and it was live. So they'd pull it right out and then they'd fillet it up and they put it on the thing. So this thing's still moving.
Yeah.
And you could see that kind of the things changing color and stuff like that. And we'd eat it, and we'd eat the mantle. Was just delicious, and then they'd take the rest of it with the eyes and the legs and stuff, and then they go tempo to fry it up, and then bring it back, and then you eat the rest of that. So
That's cool.
Oh my god, it was so
I
good.
saw a presentation once where they did something to the lobster, but they left the long antennas on.
Yeah.
And then they would tap it, and then they'd go like this, move around, and you're like, is that thing still alive?
God.
Yeah, Japan's.
I don't know. I want my stuff that's going in my mouth dead. I don't want it moving around. It's just
delicious, man.
You know, and
You won't eat raw fish?
No. Well, I'll eat sushi, but it's got to be dead. It can't be like the guy that grabs goldfish and swallows it as a joke. It's like, that's disgusting.
Yeah, they have the little octopus,
Yeah.
the little tiny ones, and they're moving around still. You just eat those.
Oh, and I just can't do octopus, knowing now how intelligent those creatures are.
I know.
I know, poor little guy.
Nope, not doing it.
That was kind of neat. We went deep sea fishing in Mexico, where my buddy's wedding, and there was 2 things that we go deep sea fishing, then we go on or the catamaran. So all the ladies went on the catamaran, some of the guys went on that too, and then some of us went deep sea fishing. I caught a barracuda, which is pretty neat, but we caught some small tunas, and that guy just chopped that stuff up right there, and we just
Right on the boat.
right on the boat, right there, raw, everything raw,
Like oysters. They do that with oysters.
Yeah.
so good, so
Yeah,
good.
down in New Orleans, they would get them fresh right off the boat, and then they'd shuck them, and
Oh yeah, there you go.
people would get in
Shuck
line.
them.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Shuck them for shuck.
Oh,
But they were fantastic, and you
That's
have
pretty
the
cheap
hot
down there,
sauce. Yeah, it would be. I think we were spending 10 cents, between 10 and 25 cents.
Now they're $5
An oyster.
Here they're $5.
Yeah, and they'd pop them open.
$5
They
an
give
oyster,
you a,
$3 an oyster.
They would give you a saltine cracker, one
Gross.
cracker. They'd put a little hot sauce on it, and you just scoop it out, put it down, eat your saltine. You'd get like.
Have you ever cut one of those open?
I haven't, but
I have.
But you have.
It's black inside. It's disgusting.
Yeah. But we'd sit there and we'd watch them.
Yep.
Cut them open, 6 on the half shell, boom, boom. They would do that. And then they give you your saltine crackers and your hot sauce. And that's what we had for, early lunch or breakfast, even
Yeah.
breakfast.
Oh yeah. Patrick, what's the grossest thing you've ever eaten?
Ugh, I don't know.
What was her name?
Oh, okay. There goes my dinner.
I do have an answer, but I'm not going to tell you.
Yeah, don't answer that.
Let's go. Jeez, I don't know. I've had the frog leg thing. That's typical.
Was it gross
but-
though?
No, it tastes like chicken.
No, it was fine, but I was like, I'm not going to eat it. I
The
think I had
weird-
the gator. I've
You
had
had gator?
gator before.
The grossest
Um,
thing that I've eaten was a tongue.
Cow
Cow
tongue?
tongue. I've
Cow
had that.
tongue. Oh, that,
We used
I
to
did not-
eat cow tongue
There's-
sandwiches.
Yeah, there's
Oh.
people that really like
Cow
cow
tongue.
tongue.
Yeah.
The texture, I've tried it. The texture was just
the worst texture is
not-
Japanese people love texture, right? So just the weirdest texture in your mouth. And you know the grizzle at the end of a chicken bone? They love
gross.
that.
Hmm.
They'll eat just that on skewers. They'll take all the little knuckle parts off and put it on a skewer, and it's just that crunch.
No,
and then
they make
that's
the chicken feet like that, and they
oh yeah.
they make them so they're not chewy.
That's a different culture.
Oh, okay.
But I thought that was kind of Indonesian culture as well with the chicken feet where they
Yeah,
would
well,
boil them
I'm
up.
not sure. I think someplace, but
I know
yeah,
they-
I've never seen that
Japanese
much-
culture is
yeah.
different.
They eat pig ears. I know that. My mom worked at Medtronic, and this woman would eat pig ear sandwiches.
Pig ears.
Yeah.
which is-
Yep.
I'm sure.
And she'd go and you just eat
The
it
sea
like this.
urchin is kind of weird to me. The sea urchin.
Yeah, I
The-
mean, I mean,
the
now I've understood kind of like the puffer fish.
Oh yeah, I've had that here.
Like,
the fugu.
Yeah, the fugu,
yep.
and the sea urchin is similar, where you got to be really careful on.
No, there's a lot of that. So the fugu, you have to have a special chef. And they only come from Japan, and sometimes they come here and they'll do certain things at Japanese restaurants. But the sea urchin is just, it's not, they just pull it out of an urchin, and it's like that orange jelly, which is not pretty good.
Brett, I think I had the grossest thing actually with you at that chef's table when we had foie gras, and I think some other kind of weird shit. But yeah, the foie gras, I was like, I don't know.
What was
that?
It's duck liver. That's all.
Yeah, but it was great because years ago when I worked at TGI Fridays in downtown Minneapolis, Goodfellas, we would take care of the Goodfellas crew, and our GM would be like, give gift certificates to them. Yep. They would give gift certificates to us, and that's how we just kind of swap out and take care of each other. But I was always, always take care of the people who work there. So the kitchen manager, who's the general manager, basically, his name is Kevin. Kevin comes over and he goes, here's, $1,000. We're taking the entire crew out. Just take care of them, and whatever's left over, put it in your tip jar. So I think they were moderate. They weren't drinking really heavy. So I think it was like $500 or $400 or $500. And I said, we can't keep the rest for a tip. That's too much. And I give him the change. I'm like, you tip up based on what we sold. And he goes, all $500, put it. And I go, no, man, I can't do that. And he goes, fine. Here's a regular tip, but I'll tell you what, how about you come to the Goodfellows and you can sit at the
chef's table
in the kitchen, and I take care of you that way.
Okay.
And then you just tip on top of that, and we'll call it a day. And I was like, yeah, sure. So the one person I had to call was Patrick.
Yep, I remember that, Patrick. We sat and we were
some of the
being super loud, and then the regular restaurant was all stiff and everyone was quiet, and we were like all rowdy in the back.
But it was great because
and that's in the kitchen.
And that's in the kitchen, And it was funny because, Patrick was the first person I thought of, because he would bring me to X Fest and gave me, Metallica tickets and stuff like that. I got to take care of Patrick.
No, he took care of us at that other restaurant.
Yeah. But we go in there and Patrick is in full Spiking Viking regalia. It comes, and everybody in the kitchen knew who he was. They didn't know he was showing up, but they didn't know him as the Spiking Viking.
Oh, really?
They knew him as Patrick from 93X. Oh. And kitchens, they don't play WLOL or KDWB. They
93X.
They bang there. So Patrick comes to sit
90,
down, and
93X guy.
And everybody was like, their elbowing.
Is Viking?
That's Patrick. That's
Patrick Olson.
Patrick Olson. And they're all whispering and looking over. They're like,
it's like a superhero thing.
Yeah, it was totally.
The Viking is
hilarious.
Is Patrick Olson from 93X the same guy?
I think he had a purple cape.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, he came in. It's like, I am the Spiking Viking.
Show me to your chef's table.
But it was great because it was funny because they were all whispering and they're like, oh, yeah. And of course, our waiter comes in and he goes, this is historical. I'm like, why? Because Patrick's here. And it's like that, and it's our first Mohawk. At the chef's table.
Oh, that's so awesome.
And
he didn't have to use a fork, he just used his hair.
But I mean, they loved it, and they gave us all these different courses, and they paired it up with stuff. And then after everything was done, I mean, we tipped them like I think $600, $600 yeah, because I mean,
and they didn't have to walk through the restaurant with our food.
Right, it was right there. But yeah, I mean, it would have been probably a $3,000 meal.
Wow.
So $800 is probably still light.
4 of us or 6 of us?
Yeah, there was
who's
4 of us.
Who's the fourth?
Patrick brought a date.
Yeah, her name was Rachel. Yeah, I remember her.
Yep. And she was like, oh my God, this is awesome. I mean, just
I don't think she was expecting it either.
What a great date.
Yeah, it was like, I mean, blue. I mean,
Did you get lucky? Yeah.
I think I didn't have to get lucky. No, it was luck involved. I was duly tipped at the end of the night. Yeah,
so was she.
But it was great because
And,
even
and I didn't burp at all. Either.
no, yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Called up.
And everybody, I mean, it was funny. You belched so loud. Pat, you remember this? The whole staff just stopped and was like, they started clapping. They gave her a standing ovation. It was hilarious.
That's a great story. That's funny. Yeah. Now, Gene, I feel really sorry for you.
I know everybody does.
You know, gluten-free, can't eat good pizza.
I'm gluten sensitive.
Gluten sensitive.
Yes,
But
I know
no
when
pizza.
I know when to stop.
I know when to stop. But no pizza sauce. Is that what you said? What other stuff?
I get heartburn.
Oh, you get heartburn.
It has to be very light pizza sauce, just like
what a
just
drag.
a touch.
Yeah,
Just a little red color.
What else can't you eat? I feel really sorry for
Cilantro.
Cilantro. Oh, I can't eat that. But I feel really sorry for people that can't like eat like cheese.
Oh,
I'm lactose intolerant. You can't eat cheese.
I know that.
What a
I just recently discovered. I don't know if it's just from aging, but I can do cheese. I can do butter. I can do milk. But if I have ice cream, it's not working.
Really?
It's not working out.
wow.
Not working out, huh?
So, but it's okay. I probably don't need ice cream. I need the
What?
loose weight.
You know what's crazy though? Because I mean, I get the one day it's just like you couldn't figure out what was bothering Gene. So I'm like, maybe you're lactose intolerant. So I went and got Fairlife milk, skim milk, and tried it. I'm like, looking at it, I'm looking at the carton. I'm like, this cannot be skim milk. I mean, it's ultra filtered, so the lactose is out, but it tasted like it was the best milk ever. And we started buying Fairlife just because it tastes better.
We had to get rid of
Really?
the cow.
Almond milk is pretty
Yeah.
good too, especially out here because this is where all the almonds in the world are made, or like right around
God, I
Sacramento.
don't know.
So.
I had to. So I started out. When you guys started out, I started out 2%.
Yeah.
Growing up,
I
And-
started out with vitamin D.
and I couldn't
Yeah.
imagine ever going to skim.
Well,
Oh,
it
no.
was weird because, for us at least, mom would take whole milk and then she'd take powdered milk and
Yep.
powder
Yep.
and mix it together so you'd have more for the kids.
Yeah.
And it ended up being like 1% or a 2%. So,
Well, that's what happens when you're on a budget.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
you
yeah,
have-
yeah,
And you
yeah.
have 5 kids.
So my change was in the military. And I got so drunk one night, and we go to the chow line the next day, and I got 2% milk, and it was like, oh my gosh, tastes like it's just so chalky, and it was just nasty. And so I went to 1%, and then 1% did the same. Now I'm at skim milk. I drink skim milk.
Well, everybody knows you don't drink milk when you're hungover. You have a Bloody Mary.
Oh yeah. Not in the military. You can't get a Bloody Mary in the chow line.
Oh,
That's true. I mean, you would have to smell.
I'd have
you could get
like 5 glasses of milk.
that's
6 glasses
what
of milk.
flasks are for.
And I was an MP. That would be good.
Well,
Yeah, well.
well. I mean,
That was so nice. having
worse
free
things
food.
you could do worse things. But I mean, we started doing Fairlife, and now it's like I'm a coffee snob. So the Fairlife milk, the hyper, lactose free, how they spin the milk and how they use it, it works great when I froth my milk.
Hey, we don't.
He's a coffee snob.
Yes, I'm a coffee snob.
You're supposed to go like this.
Oh.
Froth your milk.
He does.
The guy behind Gene, right?
The guy behind
He's already doing it.
Yeah, he's already doing it.
Put Gene's camera on.
What?
Yeah, he's
There you
already
go.
doing it
Right
right
behind
behind
you.
you.
Right behind you, Gene.
And by the way, it was funny last week. No one noticed, but the
Other way.
last guest we had, Stacy, you were like, "Oh, thanks for being bald," because our last guest didn't have hair. either.
Yeah.
And I thought, there's always a bald guy here for you, Stacy. He's right behind Gene.
He's always right.
He's on the wall.
Yeah, he's
He's
looking,
on the wall.
and he's looking
You've
right
always
at
got
me.
Company.
Which is funny because he's not really bald, so sorry.
I'm trying to get the hand gesture right.
So I was going to talk before we go. I don't know how much time I have, but the tornado stuff that's going on right now. Have you guys? There was you remember that show where they chased tornadoes?
Yeah,
The TV
yes,
show?
yes.
Reed Timmer now he just does it. He's got his own thing, and he does his YouTube channel, and he's on Twitter. But he like drove right into a Illinois thunder or a tornado yesterday, and the footage is awesome. So
well, and that's crazy because remember they had their own TV show called Storm Chasers.
That's it.
Remember,
yeah. They had this guy had this set up, and the other guy had like a tank.
Yeah, and the tank car that they had, it would drill in about 2 feet down with big augers and stuff like that. And the three of them, they were in the vehicle, and like a class 5 came through, and they all died.
You know what they should do?
They were killed a few years ago in a really bad storm, and they just couldn't get out of it.
You know what they should do? Okay, so do you ever see the video of the guy that got inside that really big blow up ball?
And
he got hit by a car. They hit him, and he went flying in the air. They should have a bunch of guys getting in those big balls and going right up the center of a tornado spot.
They'd end up in another state.
And they could have cameras and stuff like that. Because those balls are pretty thick.
They're thick, but you have a piece of straw. They've shown like footage, piece of straw getting embedded into like a tree or like a telephone pole. It's so fast. It's the velocity of the wind that tears stuff apart.
I'm sure they could make a membrane that's thick enough to take that. That'd be kind of fun. A bunch of guys going up in those things.
Well, and didn't somebody do something similar to that?
Well, yeah. Well, the woman went over the Niagara Falls in a barrel.
Yeah, but they did this big kind of balloon type of deal, the same thing in between, and he was like in a chair. They fisted with a chair, and there was like.
And how'd that turn out?
I don't know.
How about the guy that strapped the helium balloons to his lawn chair?
Oh God!
Remember that guy?
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, and he went up, man.
Yeah.
So
Google's a wonderful thing.
Google's a wonderful thing.
Hot air balloon dude or whatever. Just pops.
Did he have a BB gun where he could just pop?
He did. Yeah, that's what he did. Yeah.
And then you start getting lowered down.
I'm just waiting for my jet.
But remember the stint of those kids in the bounce houses?
Yeah.
And they would, the wind would take the whole bounce house and it would go flying.
Oh my God. I remember there was a bounce house. God, it was up at St. Cloud, and this is years and years ago, and they had the little bouncy house, and this is when the kids were coming into school on 3rd Avenue. You had all the party houses, and we lived in a place called the White House. It was a big white house.
They had a lot of.
And it had like this big
underwear
porch,
infestations.
Big porch with these pillars and stuff. So and they got this bouncy house, and one of the guys is sitting there, and the other guy jumps up, and it's open up the top, and he jumps off the roof of the house into the bouncy and through this guy, and he went up in the air, and we're like, oh. Fuck. And he was like 10 feet up in the air, and he's like this, and the street is coming at him. He's like, hey! And somebody's like, all right, who's taking him to the hospital? I mean, because it literally broke his arm in like 3 places. But he went up in the air, and we thought for sure he was going to land on his face. And he put his hand out, and you could just see the hand going this way. So like that.
That's happened to me. Yeah. That's happened to me.
Oh.
Ann and I were in by her dad's house, and our neighbor had a trampoline. I bounced Ann off the trampoline, and it broke her collar.
Oh, it did?
Yeah. I was like,
bring that up.
Oopsie, sorry, Ann.
And wasn't that like the 2nd or 3rd time you hurt Ann, and her mom was like, that's enough.
I flipped a 3-wheeler, and she was sitting on the back, and I landed on top, right with vertical.
So the bent wrist back story. I was mowing my lawn. Yeah, I was mowing my lawn.
You mowed your lawn.
You broke your arm mowing.
I broke my arm mowing the lawn.
What?
So he's like, what? So we had a riding lawnmower, and I'm going back. You know how Rambler houses have that little strip on the side of their driveway?
Yeah.
On one side, and then you got the front yard, right?
Yeah.
So it was just small, and I always had to mow that, but our driveway kind of went up, and it was, so I had to back up to get close to the tree with the other side, because the bag would the lawnmower bag. So I was like looking behind me, and I was like going backwards trying to cut the grass and not get too close to the driveway, and my arm got stuck between the big branch that came out of the tree and the steering wheel.
Oh.
And I got caught, and I was trying to go back, and it jumped backwards, and it snapped my wrist right in half, and it went bent backwards. And I'm like, and I'm yelling, Dad! And he came running and brought me to the hospital. Man, that was painful.
Oh, I bet it was.
How old were you?
I was, God, how old was I? I can't remember. I've hurt myself pretty dang bad in my life.
It's funny is I've done that too. When I was a kid, my mom was
And you've hurt
young. I was probably like 5 years old, and my mom had me on the bike, and she's riding the bike, and I'm on the seat, and I started banging my feet off the spokes. Bing, bing, bing.
Way to go.
And my mom looks back, she goes, "Don't do," and my foot went in between the smokes and broke my leg.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
My mom was like, "Oh my God."
Thank you.
You know, the one kid I thought would be smart has an IQ of 3.
Another one was I was watching my buddy, our neighbors. So we grew up next to three boys, and me and my brother, we were right in between them, and we played everywhere together. And we had a big oak tree in the backyard, and we'd all climb up it and sit in different parts of it and stuff. And so I was on the ground, and my buddy Tim, he had, rest in peace, he committed suicide, was climbing up it, and he stepped on a branch that was dead.
Oh.
And the branch came down, the heavy end like this. So it was like coming down like that. And then he fell on top of me and it hit me like this. And the branch went right through my jaw.
Oh
into
God.
my face. And so you guys can see the scar still here, right?
Yeah.
Not
And
really.
it's there.
there.
And my mom.
Oh no.
And I'm trying to pull this thing out. And my mom comes out and pulls it out, and I got stitches. And
Your mom puts her foot on your face.
It cracked my jaw a little bit.
Yeah. And beat you with the stick because you're so stupid.
She beat
I mean, you stupid kid! Not even gonna ball anymore. But I can imagine the torment I put my mom through. Me and my brothers, like a lot. That's just a couple of stories.
Well, that's like when I think I was like 10 years old. There was some older kids, and this is when I lived in Brigadoon Drive. Brigadoon. It was this community, and this one guy, the older kid, was throwing a knife, and his buddy was trying to grab it.
Oh my God.
That sounds
And the funny thing is, his buddy would throw it, and they tried it was like 100 times, and we'd sit there for like a half an hour. I'm bored now.
because he didn't see an eye come out.
Well, he'd just keep missing it, and the one guy goes, "Let me try it." He throws it, and boom, he grabs it, and he's got it. He's got it by the handle, and his buddy goes, "Oh, I'm doing it next," and he throws it, and he goes to grab it like. Instead of like this, because the other guy was watching, and he was watching the rotation, and he was turning his hand and grabbing it out like this, and this guy goes to like this, and it hit him right in the middle and literally stuck right in. You could see the blade; it came out a little bit through the bone. I mean, he's like,
Well,
and
that's
he's
what you
running,
get.
and there's blood all the way down. Yeah, that's kind of what it looked like.
Assault by
And
10.
when he's screaming, and we're like, ah, and he's running, and there's blood everywhere. And then we find, like 2 days later, he's got like 2 stitches here. He's got a couple stitches there. His hand is swollen up, and it's all bandaged up. And he had to have tetanus shots. And
Yep.
all.
Hopefully it was around Easter so that people could buy into like he was really into it.
Yeah.
I got some great friend stories that are like that. They're bad though. One of them, my friend Tom Markfeld, he hand like this closing the door on the car door, took his finger off.
Oh.
Or just, it was bad.
Did they put it back on?
So check this out. No, check this out. I was working with a guy. Well, I went to school with him and stuff like that. And I remember when this happened. This happened when we were in school, and pipe bombs were the big thing.
Yeah.
He made a pipe bomb.
Wow.
And it was too long on the end, but he'd already packed it and everything.
No.
And he was holding it in the vise, sawing it.
No.
Oh my God.
Sawing
Are
the
you
end off.
Oh my
No, I'm not.
God.
No. And it blew his thumb right off.
Oh,
Okay, so he didn't have a thumb for a while. Then all of a sudden he did have a thumb.
so he
It
couldn't
grew back?
hitchhike?
No,
He couldn't hitchhike?
no, he couldn't hitchhike. But he did they took his toe off and they sewed his toe on his thumb. And his toe, I mean, his toe looked just like his thumb. I mean, it looked great. It was a great job. But I worked with him at Taco John's right up here on Silver Lake Road. So watching him make tacos with a toe was kind of funny. it was kind of humorous. But he had, so they sewed his toe on. Another friend of mine blew his arm off with a pipe bomb. So he threw it and it didn't go off.
And then,
And then he ran up to it and grabbed it and it went off and it blew his hand right off.
oh,
And he sued his mother. His mom asked him to sue him because
What?
insurance would pay for her. And
oh,
so now, and it was funny because he was a pretty active kid. You'd see him driving around with motorcycles and dirt bikes and
Popping wheelies and
with a prosthetic hand or no hand at all, or
And
yeah.
toe for a thumb.
yeah.
Hey, what were those things called when you put a tennis can and you'd put the tennis
Oh, yeah,
balls in
yeah.
and blow those up?
Yeah, those they're the Polish cannons.
I
Something
don't
like that.
Yeah, you'd put lighter fluid.
So
like
we
the
used to
lighter
make them out
fluid
of
and-
Blatz or the bull. What was the bull beer? The big.
Oh yeah, malt
Schlitz
liquor,
malt liquor bowl.
Schlitz malt liquor.
Because they had the big, and that you'd tape 3 of them together on top of
Yeah.
that are hollowed out
yeah.
on top of a one with a top on it, and tape them together, and then you drill a hole. Kids, don't do this at home.
He's talking to the students right now.
And you put a tennis ball, but you spray it inside of it with Aquanet,
Yep.
and then spray inside the thing, and then you just
boom.
yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty fun.
Yeah.
we had some dangerous stuff back then, didn't we?
Patrick, what did you do that you almost blew digits off or
Oh, God. The cement mix places that have the conveyor belt that go up, and there was one in St. Louis Park, and me and my friend, I think we were 5 or 6, but we thought it'd be fun to jump up on the conveyor belt and walk up it. And then they had to call someone to get us down because it wasn't, it was like a slide. So you're like hundreds of feet in the air. So I remember that.
Whoa.
They had to unlock it, and we had to like go down. I don't know. I don't know. I just used to randomly throw scissors at people.
Did you ever break a bone?
No.
No?
Stitches?
The only thing I broke was my hip. Well,
Stitches?
it wasn't broke.
well, that's
But yeah,
kind of
stitches.
You're going to break another hip pretty soon, so
Yeah, snitches get stitches, so I got lots of stitches.
well,
Yes. How
Well-
about what's the worst that you've hurt yourself, Gene?
Marrying Brett.
probably.
The worst?
There's a lot of pain
Oh,
stories.
I know. I was making mud pies in this
Oh yeah.
this house was being built in Fridley, and it was under construction, and there was a piece of glass on the edge, and it's a big pit of mud, and I stepped up on the piece of glass, and my foot just went
Oh.
and then I stepped
Oh.
back in the mud, and I went, oh, that didn't really feel very good. And I picked my leg up. I mean, it was like,
Yeah.
and it's on the soft part
Oh
of your
yeah,
foot.
you had the bottom
yeah.
part. Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Well, great story. Yeah.
again, Gen X, the greatest generation
Yes.
on the planet, because we survived
really-
everything
if
that
you-
was
if-
traumatic.
I have lots of scars.
Yeah.
all
Scars.
over.
mental
Mental
scars,
and physical.
physical scars, and we
Yeah.
lived through
So
everything.
the theme of this
But-
story or the theme of this show is
Don't fuck
toughen
up.
up.
Don't mess with Gen X.
Just don't mess
You
with the Gen
don't
X.
mess with them.
Yeah.
Well, as we conclude tonight, another show, of course, we're Gen Xers and, we are the toughest generation out
ever.
there. And it's kind of fun talking about all that stuff that we did to ourselves. And, and I'm surprised we survived
We went from
but we
serial
did.
killers to sushi and Japanese food to all sorts of pain.
to broken bones.
Well,
Yeah.
Oh boy,
circle.
that you're taking your daughters out for dinner. Gee, what are you gonna have now to eat?
yeah, you're gonna have to
Oh,
eat
God.
there, Patrick.
Yeah. No, we're gonna go to the pool and grill some chicken breasts.
Nice.
We're having salad.
Oh.
No, I'm having pot.
No,
roast.
we're talking about Patrick. I'm gonna have some salad after that conversation.
I can do protein. You know, you know what? I'm trying to lose weight. I'll just come out with that, and you know, I'm cutting back on the drinking, but I'm just kind of doing like the. It's not a strict protein diet, but you know, it's like it's got to. You come from the earth or an animal, so it's just
Yeah.
Food is chicken. So it's a protein. I can eat fruit, not so much, but vegetables and nuts are kind of like what I eat right now. So
That's good.
I've done it before, and I've lost 30 pounds in like
Right.
2 months. So
That's
it's
easy.
just
You know,
kind of melts
I
off once
remember-
you stop eating Cheez-Its, you know?
Right. I remember the time when you lost that weight. It was like you transformed. It was
Mhm.
awesome.
So
Yeah.
walk,
do it
do
again.
do a little bit of exercise, Pat. Try to do a few push-ups every night and go to muscle failure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Or it could be like me and just be a complete failure, and do that instead.
When you're doing push-ups, put a big whole hot dog on the floor right in front of your face.
There we go.
Have
Take
your
a bite.
have your kids put it on a stick with a string and pull it from you when you try to grab it.
Oh God,
Well, thanks everybody.
Well,
Nice seeing you, Patrick.
Yes.
have fun.
all right.
Enjoy your 80-degree swing in weather temperatures.
Oh yeah, it's swinging like in Mother Nature.
Swing.
Having a
Smoking a
Swing like
pancake,
you are.
yeah, Mother Nature is definitely on an acid trip or something.
pipe in a crepe.
But we will be back with another
All right.
guest next week. But please, we can't do this without you. Make sure that you're hitting that like button, hitting subscribe, and sharing.
Mhm.
And I guess from my understanding, Matt Damon reached out to Patrick. We got Matt Damon on next week.
Matt Damon's coming.
And Matt Damon will be on
He
next
said
week.
yes. We're just working on a schedule.
Well, we'll
So,
see
hey,
you next
If
week.
you guys drink, make sure you drive fast and take chances.
Absolutely. I'm no longer on the street, so you won't have to worry about me. So,
Have a good
all
night.
right, folks. Have a good night. Take care.